he puts his foot down, waiting until the very last moment that he possibly could. And a much better start around the outside for Matty Quill, who looks like he could move himself into the lead of the race at turn number 1, but Extra Pickles has got the inside. We've got it, Matty Quill behind, side by side there with the blue car. I believe that is Richard Dempsey on the inside here, heading up towards turn number 3. Matty Quill and Richard Dempsey still side by side. Dempsey's on the inside, a little bit of a wobble there for Tony Gibroni. Struggle, Matt Malone making their way through nice and thickly. Matty Quill is on the inside, the left-hand side, the right-hand side of the camera now, in the lights out towards car. Richard Dempsey in the blue car has got the overlap at the moment. Will he hold the position though as they go onto the braking zone? Yes, he does. Matt Malone brakes a little bit late but holds it, and it looks like again another little bit of a slide for Tony Gibroni there, not feeling comfortable on corner exit. He's fallen down the order, but right now Richard Dempsey has held on to second position and moved his way past Matty Quill. Sluggers in fourth, Matt Malone in fifth as Bob Shelley gets overtaken by Tony Gibroni. And Gibroni touched the right hand side. Bob Shelley was off the circuit onto the braking zone here of turn number 8, and that's going to be off the circuit for Tony Gibroni. He's going to have to get back on, and he's lost the position, so Bob Shelley shorts him and Drucks TV there. Not great for him. And side by side for the Hernster and Robert Goddard here off the circuit. That is Brandon Rimbler, but still side by side here with Hernster and Goddard. Hernster keeps it ahead of Goddard up towards the king. This is your race lead then. It's Extra Pickles leading Richard Dempsey right now at the front of your field as they go through Canada Corner. The gap very, very close indeed. As down the order goes Bob Shelley, he's spun at Canada Corner on that heavy braking zone, and so has Drucks TV. Also around, unfortunately for him, as that is an equal flag for right click as well. Where is he? He's this black car on the right side, is he? Because none of those look like they need to be. Oh, that 171 definitely needs to be. You can tell that suspension damage for sure along the uphill climb to turn number 6. This is Richard Dempsey still on the rear end of Extra Pickles. So as they come through the right hand turn and up to Canada Corner, Dempsey looks to the right hand side, looks to the inside of Extra Pickles, gets on the brake, trying to scare Extra Pickles into a mistake perhaps. Matty Quill behind, he's going to ride on board with Matty Quill, chasing down Richard Dempsey and Extra Pickles. Matt Malone about a second behind him. Sutters dropped about a second behind that, but the top 5 have pulled away already. Dempsey moves to the inside, but again not anything with that. Unfortunately, this is the battle for the race lead. Richard Dempsey moves to the right hand side here. He's got the inside of Extra Pickles up towards turn number 3. It doesn't look like there's contact, but Matty Quill flies him through, and now Matty Quill is going to try and get back to Extra Pickles. Matt Malone has got a perfect view of this from behind. There are the top 3 in front of him as he is side by side by Extra Pickles on the left hand side, Matty Quill on the right hand side. Richard Dempsey leading the way onto the brakes there, a lot slower. Matt Malone just goes right in there. The order goes Dempsey, Quill, Extra Pickles and Malone. Dempsey goes defensive on the inside there. Matt Malone tucks to his inside. Extra Pickles has to concede that spot, and Matt Malone is now into third position. The top 3 in the race are the top 3 in the standings. He moves to the right hand side. He's going to go back for the inside. Brakes early though, and make sure he doesn't lose the rear end of that car. Didn't quite want to stick his nose in there. A couple of drivers out of pit lane there, and that is Sean Sims making his way past Slugger, but they contact. And he's gone around into the wall. Side by side, that is wheels in the grass for Slugger. Car coming out pit lane, and it's just moved across there for Sean Sims. Definitely Sean Sims putting himself into that pit manoeuvre, unfortunately for him. And under braking, he's wide, he's into the gravel, and he's into the tyre wall. Will Matt Malone choose to go left or right? A little bit of grass with Richard Dempsey wobbles. Matt Malone not going either direction, or is he? Is he going to move to the inside? No, he stays behind, possibly trying to make sure they don't lose Dempsey ahead. That marker up ahead could make this interesting. That is Extra Pickles behind as well. 2 seconds back as Matty Quill goes a wider line onto the entrance, but Matt Malone does not go for the move at all. He still stays behind, but could this be a move on the exit? Almost contact. Matt Malone, you can see the brake lights on there. With Matty Quill swerved to the left, swerved to the right. Matt Malone had to slam on his brakes, but look how close it is between these 3 drivers here. Battling it out for P1 in this race. They're just staying in the order. They don't want to do anything. Through the right-hand side. Are they going to move back to the left? Are we going to see an overtake opportunity as we're not going to see an overtaking opportunity at all? There they are, up to turn number 1. What a time for us not to see anything. They all stay in line. Matt Malone looks to the right-hand side of Matty Guell, and he can't make that move there. And they are still in a line here. Richard Dempsey moves to the left, trying to break the toe on Matty Guell, who doesn't follow, but he does follow through the moraine sweep, getting behind. Will Richard Dempsey stick it on the racing line? This does Matty Guell again, moving wide here. Matt Malone, nothing he can do just yet. Through turn number 5. Gravel being kicked up. Dempsey goes defensive again, but Matty Guell has got overlap on the outside. It's not going to turn into anything just there, but a switchback could work. It's not going to. He has to back out of it. Matt Malone, though, could have his chance now up towards turn number 8 on the braking zone. He can't. He stays behind again. We're coming up to the last quarter of this race. Last 5 minutes. Look how much gravel is on the track down at turn 8. Through the carousel. Matt Malone is on the wider line. Could he get an exit here that places him in an overtaking opportunity? No, he gets the grass. That's going to slow him down a little bit, but he is right on the back of Matty Guell. Matty Guell has dropped a few tenths to Richard Dempsey. Could be an overtaking opportunity into turn number 12. The back marker moves out of the way sensibly up towards Canada corner. Will Matt Malone go for the overtake? No, he doesn't. He stays there, but oh my word, it is just like a piece of paper between them. So close. Sticks to the right hand side. Matt Malone to the inside under braking. Will he get the job done? Yes, he can. Can he keep it up towards turn number 6, though? He defends it. And Matt Malone is P number 2. Do you know what? I've realised we're in a replay. That whole time. Richard Dempsey leads the way. I'm going to see myself out here as Richard Dempsey leads the way on Matty Guell. On Matt Malone. Brilliant stuff there. The slugger right now still outside of points at the moment. Richard Dempsey has this nice little bit of a gap here to Matty Guell, which is good for Matt Malone because Matty Guell is going to be getting just a little bit less slipstream, and Matt Malone is going to be getting that little bit more slipstream, which could help him along the back straight through Kettle Bottoms and into Canada corner. Or can Matt Malone come through and take a third victory into Canada corner? Heavy on the brakes, Matt Malone closing up to Matty Guell just a little bit there. Gravel ahead, back marker off and back on. It looks like that might be Scrubberchom there, who will be needing to jump out of the way, and he does, and he allows the 3 leaders through nicely, and it doesn't look like that's impacted their lines at all. It's a white flag lap now. It's the final lap of the race with just 1:30 on the clock. Will Matt Malone be able to make his way through? Will Richard Dempsey be able to hold the leader? Will Matty Guell be able to do something here? He's going to be attacking and defending at the same time, but he's got to turn it all into attacking if he wants to win here. Consistency is key though, so is he just going to try and hold on to P number 2? Matt Malone on the grass ever so lightly there. That's going to compromise his run to 3A and up to the moraine sweep of turn 4. It's going to be that braking zone. Will Matt Malone go for the move up the inside like he did a few laps ago? He looks for it. It looks like he's going to try, but no, he backs out of it. He's going to go a super wide line into turn number 5 to try and get the exit. He runs on the grass. He had the speed, but he had nowhere to go. Through turn number 8 there. Matty Guell holds on to P2. Matt Malone on the grass yet again. Richard Dempsey leading the way still here as they head up towards turn number 8 onto the brakes. It's still just a hair between them. How many one of them can take this? Matt Malone on the grass once more into the carousel with the different racing lines. Matty Guell taking the tight line. Matt Malone taking the wider line. Richard Dempsey starting wide, turning in tight. And up to the final turn. 15 seconds left on the clock here as we go up towards Canada corner. Richard Dempsey has got a nice overlap. Matt Malone can't move up the inside though. This is going to be the closest result we have had all season long as we go through turn 13A and onto turn 14. Matt looks to the inside to try and take the move. He can't do it. Can he do it? On the exit though, Richard Dempsey is going to win here at Road America in the Ligier Quiz. Matty Quill is going to take third, and Matt Malone is going to... Sorry, Matty Quill is going to take second, and Matt Malone is going to take third.